today I'm here with my brother Daniel, and we're going to talk about a day trade. I actually made money with this day trade, with this one thing called natural gas. You might have heard of natural gas. And I use an instrument called it trades under the ticket symbol UGAZ, UGAZ. It's a triple leverage natural gas long, and I shorted it. And it actually went down quite a lot, and I was pretty happy about it. But my brother, he got out of his short right before it tanked. Can you believe that?
And then I jumped into TQQ, which went up. So
okay.
What does that tell you?
Now, I actually learned about this. I'm not usually into commodities. I usually find commodities kind of boring. But this guy on YouTube called Ricky Gutierrez, you may have heard of him. He makes a lot of videos, and he was talking about how he day trades this every single day. And whenever there's someone who has that kind of relentless focus, it makes me think, there must be something to this instrument. So yeah, last week I was day trading this and I lost money. I kept losing money. And today I actually made 5,000, which actually covered the loss from last week and then some. But I was pretty happy using this instrument. When it goes up, it doesn't, thankfully it doesn't go up an astronomical amount when I was day trading it. I mean, possibly could in the future, but I was actually kind of pleased that when it went against me, it wasn't like it was moving super fast. It like 30% above where I got it real quickly. I was able to kind of carefully monitor this and say, okay, I think I got this. I actually usually like to play with some VIX instruments, but I'm not going to promote that because that's a little bit too risky for most people. But I think UGAZ, it's something that people should start out on a paper trade. That paper trading is when you're just kind of playing it in a virtual mode where you're not playing with real money. And my brother was actually, he got into this UGAZ as well last weekend. Let's see what he thinks of. Do you think it's a fun instrument to day trade, or is it frustrating?
UGAZ there's a learning curve. I'm used to shorting the VIX instruments, and those, while they are unpredictable, they don't seem to have the same movements. Where UGAZ, when it has a big plunge, I've noticed that sometimes it'll just retrace that move, or if it goes up, it'll retrace it down the opposite way. So it's very frustrating.
Actually, if you think about it, that means it's less volatile if you think about it, because it tries to stay within a range, but then eventually, as you can see, you have to kind of look at it differently, that it's actually was weakening, but you weren't really looking at it correctly.
With the VIX instruments, it seems like when it has a movement, it will stay there for a while. It doesn't immediately backtrack.
So now you're seeing that every instrument has a different kind of character to it, has a different look to it.
But my experience, I personally like TQQ. When the market is in an uptrend.
Right, you have to define what your thing is. TQQ, what's TQQ?
It's a 3 times the QQQ, which is roughly a lot of NASDAQ stocks.
So it's like he's buying Facebook, Netflix, Apple, Google, maybe Microsoft as well.
Now when the market is tanking, you do not want to be in a 3 times bull market instrument.
No, you do not.
It does go down hard.
And so, yeah, the one thing that's cool about UGAZ, I think it's actually a fairly nice trading instrument if you wanted to be a day trader. I think for one word of warning, do not buy UGAZ for more than one day. And there's a reason why. You cannot just buy natural gas. It's not like you buy natural gas and they have like this huge amount of natural gas that's owned by the fund. Nope, that's not how it works. The UGAZ has to buy futures instruments, which decline in value because you have to usually sell it low and then buy the next month at a higher price. So as a result of making a switch all the time, they're losing money. So if you look at UGAZ on the chart, it loses money long term. So it's definitely a losing bet to even think about owning this. Do not buy natural gas for the long run. I actually have seen people who do not understand the issue of contango, and they're always losing money. I see them complain about it on the forum. They just start just kind of clueless. So don't be a noob. Try to focus on what makes sense, and don't try to reinvent the wheel. There are certain kind of principles that work here. So I guess that's it for today. Oh, one last thing about UGAZ is every Thursday, 1 hour after the market opens, there's the natural gas report. tomorrow's Thursday, so I will not be trading that until that is released, because that will release a lot of information that traders will then act upon. It's probably best to wait at least 10 minutes after the report comes out to get a sense of where the direction is in the market, whether it's up or down. So that's enough for me today about my UGAZ trade, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Definitely hit the like button, make that turn blue, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in another video about finance or travel.